Hello everyone, this is Dr. Anil Kumar Sahu here. Today we have to learn how to use verb or tenses in a research article, especially in the paragraphs. So most of the times we are not aware how to write a paragraph and how to and if we are knowing the paragraphs but we don't know how to use tenses and verb of any research articles. So this lessons is a very important for us. Now as we know that for any research articles we are having these all paragraphs, abstracts, introductions, literature review, methods, results and discussion, and conclusions. So now here we will learn how we can use this how you can use a verb and tenses in a paragraph. It is a very important, guys. If you know the thumb rules how to use this, how to use the verb and tenses in this particular paragraphs, then it is very easy to write an a research article and quality research articles. So here now come to the thumbs rules of thumbs paragraphs. Now if you talk about the abstracts, in abstract we can use three tenses: simple present tense, simple past tense, and present perfect tense. And in introductions we can use mixed of all tenses, that means simple present tense, simple past tense, and present perfect tense. Similarly, like for a literature review, we can use sometime present tense and past tense also. So here we can say it's a mixed one. Now here methods, in methods also we can use simple present tense, simple past tense, especially past tense in a passive voice, and present perfect tense. Similarly, here in a result and discussion section, we can use simple present tense and simple past tense. And at the end of the conclusion of a paragraph, we can use mixed of almost three. Apart from the three tense, we can use future tense also sometimes. So these things you must remember while writing in a articles or in a research paper. So in my previous lecture or video classes, I have discussed what is research article and what is our research paper. So now moving ahead of one by one, how here we will see that how we can write how we can use a verb or tenses in a abstract paragraphs. So here you can see that in the abstract sections, if you are seeing here in abstract sections, especially we can use simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple and present perfect tense. So here we will see that when we can use simple present tense. So here simple present tense can be used when you are writing an statement of the fact of your research articles. So like this, for any statement of the fact you can use simple present tense. So here in our article, the leakage power is one of the most critical metrics in the SRAM design. So this is written in the simple present tense. So now coming to the in abstracts, you can use simple past tense, simple past. So past tense, so in for which kind of statement? For concluding statement. Suppose you are concluding any statement, then you can use your uh, simple past tense. So simple past tense, for example, it is used for concluding statement. So here in our research articles, for example, we can use here as a simulation were done in the HSpice and Cadence tools. So here we have used simple past tense. Now we know that abstract is a combination of all three tenses: simple present tense, simple past tense, and present perfect tense. So here when you can use simple present perfect tense, that is a your introductory phase. If you are introducing the topics of an abstract, then you can use present perfect tense. So the static here example is that the static random access memory has a significant impact on the overall power consumptions and energy efficient of micro and nanoelectronics application of a system. So like this you can prepare your abstracts. So here you should know statement of your facts. At that time you can use present tense. Concluding statement you can use past tense. For introductory phase you can use present perfect tense. So now moving ahead on particular second paragraph, which is a very important paragraph. uh, okay, so before going to that we can see that here based on the verb tense idea we have written here, or we have prepared our abstracts. So in this abstract we have include all, yellow part represents your introductory phase, and a black part represent present tense, and purple statement or sentence represent your simple past tense. So like this you can prepare your abstracts using the thumb rules of idea about the verb and tenses. Now moving ahead about the introductions. So here in introductions we know that how we can write in introductions, but here using a proper sentence is very important. So now it is also a mixed tense we can use. Means for simple present tense is used whenever you are discussing any fact earlier or earlier research of another groups. For example, the conventional CMOS technology is approaching its physical and performance boundary, as a consequence become incompatible with the ultra low power applications. So these are the use of simple present tense. So in your introduction section, suppose you are writing any concluding statements, simply you can use a simple past tense. So see and present perfect tense also you can use here for introductions when something is true in your research article but not no longer true. Like however some of the fabricated group of third and fourth material based on the TFAT having gained more attention because of the compositional variety of a tunable tuning barrier heights. So in this way you can write your introductions, and you can prepare your introductions very clearly, and there will be no any kind of confusion there. So now come to the another paragraph, or another paragraph of our literature review or research article, that is a literature review. So whenever writing the literature review, always we have to use simple present tense or present perfect tense. So here most of the time simple present tense is used. So here we have written the literature review. For example, Quasi is the author in 2011 concludes that a power of low power SRAM does not minimize its power as an isolated but until but rather enable a low power system. So like this you can use simple present tense, or you can use like Quizzes 2011 concluded that, or designed that, or described that, or discussed that. Like that, this kind of word you can use at the literature review sections of your, or background section of your research articles. So now moving ahead about the other paragraph, which is very important, that is a method one. We know that method is a method sections. It's a very important for any proposal of a research article or a research paper. So here we will see what kind of verb we can use for methods. Especially the method also consists of simple present tense and simple past tense and perfect present perfect tense. So simple present tense you can use whenever any explanation of figure or table or diagram or any graph is there. So, for example, suppose in your method table 2 is there, which provide the geometry of TFAT and FinFET devices. Like that, like this you can mention table 2 provides or table 2 shows that. Like that you can start writing the present tense. And for past tense, for suppose whatever that what you did in your particular project or research articles, these things you can write in a simple past way, simple past tense. And present perfect tense is also used for comparative analysis. Like TFAT has a better characteristic than the conventional non-underlapped heterojunction TFAT. So here in this way you can create your mix of present tense, past tense and perfect tense. You can write your methods. So now come to the another important topic or paragraph, which is a results. So result is also very equally important for writing a research article. So for thumb rule for writing results is that here we can use simple present tense and simple past tense. When we will use simple present tense when at the time of explanation of figure, time table or any graphs. Like table 3 compare the performance of TSRAM and FSRAM, like that. And simple past tense you can use whenever you are discussing the actual results. So like for example or for simulation, both the bit lines are claimed to VDD and right line was triggered. So like this you can prepare your results. Now come to the very uh, important points of an articles or in paragraph in a research article, that is a conclusions. How do you write conclusions? So in these sections you can use simple present tense for any, suppose you have to highlight any findings or any state application, or if you are suggesting any further research, you can use a simple present tense. For example, you can use like that, we can conclude that, so and so on. Like that you can mention some finding, state application implications and suggested further research. And suppose whatever the you did, you will do in a future, these things you can represent in future tense. Like further SRM design will be need to improve, like that. So here you can mention a future tense sometime in a future form. And present perfect is also used for clarifying that your statement still hold some true value. Suppose you are suggesting we have analyzed 7 different metrics: HSNM, RSNM, WSNM, SVNM, SINM, WTV and WTI, related to the reliability and robustness of the SRAMs. So like this you can prepare your conclusions. Now come so hope guys this particular informations is very helpful for you to enhance how you can write your good paragraph inside the research articles. This is once again I introduce. I am Dr. Anil Kumar Sahu. Uh, yeah, thank you guys. If you like, please share it and forward it to your friends. Thank you so much.